Walter Novellino hoping for the best in this one. Free kick for the visitors on the 15-minute mark. Alessandro Del Piero behind it hits the wall. Out to Pavel Nedved, and a blast from the Czech is well saved by Antonioli. Although it looked like a dangerous shot, the Sampdoria keeper looked well prepared to handle it, but always lots of power behind Nedved's strikes. Free kick at the other end. Sergio Volpi lines it up, and Gigi Buffon stands still, only to hear the ball hit the post. Well done by the captain. And it was almost in for the first of the game. Before halftime, Juve threatening. Del Piero gets it left side up against two men. Feeds a great ball to Nedved, but his one-timer a little bit weak and rolls wide. No score from Genoa at the break. 69th, Adrian Mutu stands behind this free kick, and at the far post, it is Nedved to meet it. That's his fourth of the season. Finally gets the leaders on the board. Nedved charging forward to head it in, and Antonioli could not stop that one. Couple minutes later, another Juve set piece. This time, Patrick Vieira gets his head to it, and that bounces wide, unmarked, and the big Frenchman should have doubled the lead right there. But one goal enough for Juve on this day as they eye their upcoming Champions League match with Werder Bremen on
with the highlights.
Ivan Cordoba having a zen moment prior to kickoff. Lots on the line for both. Roma free kick, 7th minute. Rodrigo Tadai behind that, and Francesco Toldo is in front of it as he makes his first save of the game. Before the 10-minute mark, Kufre, nice ball to Mancini, who delivers the nutmeg over to a wide-open Tadai. 1-0 Roma, and the Stadio Olimpico going crazy. Huge goal, and once again, just like last week, they're over to celebrate with the injured Totti. Jeremy's loving that shot right now. Pierre Wome, the victim of Mancini's pass and Cambiaso. A little too late to stop that from going in as he sidefoots his 5th of the season. Late in the first half, Julio Cruz in the box with Max right on him. He'll send it back to Esteban Cambiaso. His volley has Donny making a diving save, and the Argentine almost pulling one back before the break. Second half, Roma on the run. Tadai with a nicely weighted pass for Mancini, and the Brazilian sends it over top the goal. Tough ball as he hits it first time. Didn't wait and sends it over top of Toldo. Inter corner, Alvaro Recoba swings it in. Donny punches it high, keeps his eye on it. Trouble is he ventures out, and Obafemi Martins with the header, but De Rossi covering nicely on the line, and Inter with their best chance yet in the 67th. The header by Martins, I believe, was heading in, but De Rossi keeps Roma up. 78th, Decor carded for that tackle on Martins, and Recoba wants a word with the Roma players. Panucci plays peacemaker, but gets his hair pulled in the process. Injury time. Roma minutes from their 12th straight win. Inter's corner headed in by defender Marco Materazzi, ending the streak just like that. 1-1 with very little time left to play. Figo sent it in, and Donny just didn't see it coming. How frustrating is that? Gets in front of Panucci. Game over as Spalletti watches in disgust. 1-1 the final. So a last-minute goal ends Roma's win streak. Heartbreaking way to finish that.
And your rivals, Luca Toni and Fiorentina, with 12 wins in their 14 home games prior to kickoff. Siena coming in winners of their last 2 outings. And the hosts, they flash a little of that snappy home form bright and early in this derby. Luca Toni sneaking in backside, slamming home the feed from Stefano Fiore. 1-0 Fiorentina. Less than 3 minutes in. Fiore with all the work to set the table for Toni. And the league scoring leader has his 23rd for an appetizer to get this one rolling. And not long later, it should be 2-0 home team, but somebody forgets to tell Siena keeper Marco Fortin. First, he's going to rob Toni. Then he recovers and steals one from Fiore. The Viola with a strong start, but that start goes right down the tubes as the match approaches 15 minutes old. Thomas Uchfeluzzi falling on the deep ball, and then it's Enrico Chiesa wheeling past the covering defender before getting a helping hand from Bogdan Labont. Simone Vergasola there for the rebound. It's a tie match at one aside. Good work by Chiesa in his old stomping grounds, but Labont, he plays a part in things, and no trouble whatsoever for Vergasola. Early in the second period, Siena back for more. Arion Bogdani with the break after the miscue, and he will force Labont to stand tall. Veteran keeper doing just that to keep things tied. The guests looking for more on this push, but they would not produce. Fiorentina managing to clear. Bogdan Labont atoning for his gaffe on the equalizer with a nice bit of work there. Fiorentina, meanwhile, searching for another lead, and they head for a goal late in the half. Giampaolo Pezzini making his way to the goal mouth, and he bounces one off the bar. Siena dodging a bullet still level. And that gives them a shot at a lead of their own from this free kick. But Nicola Allegrotagli heads the ball just inches high of the go-ahead goal. And speaking of go-ahead goals, we do get to witness one. It's in injury time. The header stopped by 14, but Pazzini, he gets the rebound, and in it goes. 2-1 Fiorentina, and that's going to get it done. The sub with the match winner for the Champions League hopefuls as they edge rivals Siena at the death. Let's turn things over now to Neil Devaney with more.
Lecce in
Out of the